Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to podcast number 2 of the Draft League 2025 Fall. I'm here with a brand new guest. What's your name, brother?
Yeah, Assalamualaikum. Haris Syed or Harris Syed, Dr. Harris Syed. Gonna give an advertisement for the people. But Packers quarterback. Excited to be on. I'm trying out for a permanent co-host. So we'll see how I do.
We'll see how you do, man. So Harris, tell me about the season so far. How you feeling with the Draft League? Thoughts on the overall league? Anything you want to give?
For sure, yeah. I mean, I was like kind of zoom out, take a just big picture perspective. I played quarterback in high school, and when I finished playing, was like super sad. I was never going to play again, and then to get to college, play flag football. It was really fun, and then I'm like, I'm never going to play again. Go to med school, continued playing, and then I finished. I'm like, never going to play again. And then I went to residency at the University of Iowa, still got to play. And then truly I was like, all right, I'm done playing. And then just like to know that there's this league, there's a community, there's a lot of amazing, talented players who are both older and younger than me. I'm just like, I could do this for life. So really, zooming out, a blessing.
Yeah.
And then being in the mix, like I think it's like a lot of times I'm like, wow, it's so awesome that we have this. I love the guys. Like it's so fun to play. But then you lose a little bit, and then you're just like, all right, I gotta get really good. So I think it's amazing that you have this set up. There's a lot of studs in our league. I think I learn every single week, which is just nice and like a self-improvement kind of journey. But it does stink. As a DMFL starting quarterback, fall and spring, I've been racking up a lot of L's, unfortunately. So
yeah.
And the positive thing, pushes you to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I mean, I love studying sports and talking about sports, so I'll get a chance to break it down today. So and I think sometimes on Sundays people argue and things like that, but just zooming out, like people, like I show my friends clips of this and things like that, and they're just like, oh my God, they have this. Like, there's highlights, there's people who are this talented. I'm like, all right, I can get over the loss. It's kind of a blessing, and just kind of use it as a fuel to get better. So yeah, I mean, thank you to you, obviously everyone who organizes it. So thumbs up from the experience perspective, and then on the field, it's been fun but still challenging. We came out hot week 1.
Yeah, I see you won your rec championship and
that was really nice. And we got some studs, man. We have Jamal, Aaron, Trevor, who played with GSOC previously. Adam, it's kind of a stack. We were in the rec league too, so a little stack. But it's fun to get wins and just remind ourselves. I'm like, all right, I'm a good player. I'm a good. Could be always fun to getting the t-shirt. And we played against some good teams. We played against some guys who are in the Olympic circuit or pro circuit or whatever. So it wasn't complete cake. We made it happen. So but always nice to get a t-shirt and get some highlights.
Sounds good. Shout out the website team, Patrick Fellows. If y'all check it out right now, we have game recaps now where you can see your stats in the game. He's been updating it so much. He's a behind the scenes guy, but
big thank you.
I gotta give him a shout out. Thank you, Patrick Fellows, for what you do. And like last season, we didn't have stats throughout the season. We're trying to implement that, and now we have stats weekly, so you're able to see who's top of the leaderboards, where you're at right now, and we have stats for everybody. We also added pass breakups, flag pulls, so he's got all that on there. But the biggest thing now is you also can watch your highlight, so you can press your game recap, and it'll take you to the highlight tape of your game as well. So that's a big step there. So shout out Patrick Fellows again. If you see him on field, thank him for that. He does it all for love of the game, and just a great guy to have on the team. So
thanks for blocking for me, Patrick. And then just defender, stop pulling my flag and stop knocking my balls down. Would appreciate it.
Sounds good. All right, our first game of week 5, we had Chiefs versus Monstars, and this is a big game for seeding wise. Like, we're 2-2, they were 2-2. We're all fighting for that number 1 seed. Those 2 buys into the season, it's crucial because wild card weekend, it's tough, and things get like last season. My team against your team, it was like last season GSOT versus Muslimin, like crazy game, crazy game, tight window. Like, it's wildcard weekend. It's a scary matchup. Obviously, last year we had 8 teams, so there was no buys for nobody. But now we have 2 crucial buys, so you can avoid wildcard weekend and just go be in finale night. And finale night, you win 2 games, you're a champion. So it's definitely like a huge advantage. So coming to the game, we knew we needed that W. Obviously, when we saw they only had 6 players, you kind of get a little smile in there. Inside, you're like, okay, we know we're gonna score every single drive. We should score every drive. We'll go 7 against 6. But when we started the game, they actually marched down us. I was like, this can't be real. Like they have 6 guys and they marched down the field, score a touchdown. But then after that, we just I threw the hash really fast. He Hash did his thing. Somehow turned into a 5-yard out route, turned into a 30-yard gain. And then next we scored pretty fast. And then obviously 7 versus 6, we have the advantage, and we just took care of business from there. We were rolling. It was around 32-12, I believe, and then I get that unfortunate injury, and it just turned like a very happy moment into a little dull moment. Like we were happy for sure, but it's definitely tough. Hopefully this injury is not too bad for me, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, Fred took care of business at the end. He threw that pick 6 though, unfortunately. For point differential, it wasn't the best move there. They get that last second touchdown. But yeah, overall, like I said in one of the interviews, when you only bring 6 guys to a 7-on-7 game, you're at a disadvantage, and it really showed in that game.
For sure. I mean, you were part of the game. I just watched it. I would actually love to go a little bit just drive by drive, and you can kind of cut it out if I go into too much into detail. But I'd love for this to be if you're a junior DMFL player or somebody else and trying to learn from you can learn so much from the players that we have here. So
yeah,
I'd love to go through stuff, and you can kind of tell me what your perspective on it was first. So,
okay.
First, Dolphins know Farhan, know Josh. These are not just anybody. These are. I mean, Farhan's a legend in the game. Josh is a stud. You can't pull his flag. Josh is an amazing DB. Farhan gives a lot of offensive versatility, can play every position. So, like you said, changes. But this is what adult recreational sports are. You literally don't know who's going to show up. So I think as a captain, you got to know, this is unique as a draft league, but you got to be ready if someone just doesn't show up or someone has something last minute. I actually have a question for you. This is not football skills related, but Zain Haq is one of my favorite. He's my favorite player in this league for many reasons. But something that I always like to see in our young people is they have a sense of the style, what's cool. So if you see Zain here, he's wearing the one sleeve on the leg. Not on the other. What are your thoughts on that? You think that's cool, or
he's definitely saucy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could bring a little. So as you see him with the
he's definitely saucy. I can tell he's focused on not only just football, focused on his look and everything like that. He had the shiesty on. He had the shiesty and the one-legged sleeve. So he's definitely showing out. He's definitely showing out.
We'll go into some plays later that you just people call Zain the future. He's the present. He's an absolute stud. We gotta stop calling him the future. He's the present. He's the now. He's a blueprint. I know my older brother is something that drives him is he wants to play so he can play with his son. And Wahaj is the example, and Zain is an example. So as he gets older, I'm excited to just talk to him about hey, what did you do at this age and go so on. So with Zain, we're gonna keep showing some love for on you. But I want to go on this drive because if you're a junior DMFLer right now, in 10 years, you should pick up things from Shuja and Wahaj and Hassan and all of these people. If you're a team who has 6 people and can score, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. So I'm just gonna go through a few things that stuck out with me. So Osman, for your rush, when we talk about discipline on football as a rusher, you can't fall for pump fakes, you can't rough the passer. So he had a big roughing the passer call on him that Shuja will bait you for that, and he's drew a big one against Jordan too. So if you're a QB and you can, draw RTPs, that's really big. And as a rusher, you got to stay disciplined, got to stay down. Everyone wants to jump, everyone wants to stay on. So I don't know if you remember that. And then OG, he's not here, but leaving his feet on pump fakes, making it easy for Shuja and Wahaj. And I thought they're when you talk about football IQ and what makes him so smart is Wahaj just going in the flat right away. You guys are rushing to Wahaj flat right away. There was Fred pulled him the first time, but then there was a matchup. I'm sure Shuja saw it, but D was man on him, but just too far to the outside. Wahaj just runs to the flat. That is just these guys are geniuses. Wahaj and Shuja. If you do not learn from them, then you're not paying attention. This is just I'm smarter than you. We have 6 people. I'm just wow, that's genius. You could score for 6. Because I would have been shook if I'm on the defense, right? I'm they had that one more than us. So I don't know if after that drive you felt hey, I got to tell my line to stay down, or I don't know if you maybe even didn't know.
Yeah, no, we just tweaked our defense a little bit. We were pretty much just covering Raheem 21 and the center. Okay. So me and Fred just decided to just side by side. We're just gonna crisscross those 2 guys. So if they went right, I would take him. If they went left, I would just take him. So we kind of took once Raheem and the center Muzammil we're kind of out the game. We just gotta look out for Wahaj because without Josh and Farhan there's not many threats besides future or present.
Present to me, future to everybody else, man. No, Zane's a stud right now.
But yeah, once we took that to center and Rahim, because they were cooking that first drive, it was just like dumping center, short, middle. We were playing a little safe in the beginning, and then we tightened up for sure.
Yeah, and then
rest of the way.
The Wahaj's touchdown, like that is like a perfect videotape of how to hip flip. Like he gets the flat pass D, and then Tahor is there, and he's perfectly timed. Puts his belly button. Like if you're a junior DMFL player, you have to watch that tape on repeat. That like he's been doing it for years and years and years. He's just a hard flag. He's like a really hard flagpole, and he's a like impossible first flagpole. Like if you're somebody who comes up to defender and can dodge that first defender like consistently, like you're just
that's definitely insane. A skill.
That's him. That's him.
That's a skill though.
Flip, anything,
all that. Yeah.
And on the converse side, if you're a defender who can pull the first one, obviously you're really good. Like Fred had one earlier on the Hajj where he just pulled it, but he wasn't there. Second drive just coming out kind of like you said, turned kind of a quick score. Hazem's doing his thing, dumps it to Hash, hits corner to Fred. Obviously, you only rush one against Hazem Tharak. It's not going to be fun for them. Touchdown to D. Something I wanted to ask you. So you went for 2 here, and you make it 8-7. So why going for 2? Because actually, when you made the second one, it put you up 16-7 and kind of it kind of ended the game because it's like 2 possessions that early. So what was the thought behind
basically?
Going for 2?
We knew they only had 6 guys, and I was kind of mad about them scoring. So I wanted to make sure we were in the lead.
Okay.
So I didn't want to see because they had 7-0. So I didn't want to tie it up. I wanted to take the lead, and I wanted to really to make sure we had the lead was secured. So once we got 8-7, I knew we could with one rush. I had time, and it's only got 4 guys. If they rushed 2 on me with only 4 guys in coverage, we have so many options there. So I knew they were gonna rush 1 on me or rush 2. I wasn't really worried about it. It was more about I knew he had limited bodies, so I knew I could abuse him. So that was more the idea there. And Hash took care of business with a nice back of the end zone.
Yeah,
he
nice
just
throw.
kind of crossed
Super
there,
nice
and he just took
Super
it.
Nice throw.
He got there and made it happen. But that's kind of the idea there.
And I think that's like big because if you're a captain and you're in charge of calling those 1s and 2s, like this makes games. I mean, we like in our in the spring season, we had a lot of trouble with just conversions and like getting tight. And if you're consistently hitting 2s, like when we talk about the Saints Chargers game, like conversions made a huge difference there. And like I said, so all right, so it's 8-7, and now it's like the game changed here. D ends up getting an interception, but but here I think your rush just kind of won it for you guys. Usman and Caleb don't fall for the pump fake. Salah took the star, and then Shuja has to kind of throw the fade away. D picks it off, and then right away, just peek Hazem Tharak. Hash is going down the field, 40-yard bomb. Was that just a set play, or you saw that, or
I told Hash what to do without even saying words or even signaling to him. I just gave him the eyes.
Okay, all right, wow, okay.
And Hash knew what to do. I didn't like. I was like, me and Hash, we play together in sometimes, but we haven't had like a full season of me and Hash developing that chemistry. But him knowing that, I was actually like, okay, he knows. Like, I just gave him the eyes. I told him to take it without saying a word, without signaling with my hands, without saying anything. And Hash knew, and that was amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I think one of my struggle. Go ahead.
The one time I played with Hash was for 2 days straight. Was that actually we traveled with Dark.
Oh yeah.
We traveled to tournament. Yeah. So in California we played together, and I played with him also in North Carolina. So we've had some time together. But yeah, I just gave him the eyes there. I was just like, "You're going," and I told the other guys in the huddle, I was like, "I'm going to Hash." Yeah. So they knew it was going to Hash too.
You probably could have told the other team too.
Yeah,
So I mean, shout out to Hash. Is one of the most athletic and fit people in our community.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Last week he played a full dart run and then came to your 11 o'clock game, he's still like one of the, that's just incredible. I'm always at that and beat us. So Hash, incredible guy, just very competitive, very smart, very, very, very nice. I hate playing against him when he's a DB because he covers so much ground. So definitely want to shout out Hash there and your throw. That was incredible. I actually want to just so you end up getting the 2 and it's 16-7. It's already a 2 possession game like that. It puts a lot of pressure on the other team. So I think just like if I mean, you kind of said, hey, we were up 1 and up 1 person and had the confidence, but like if you can confidently get those first 2-point conversions,
that's huge.
Like it's almost game. Like it's almost game that early. It puts a lot of pressure on the other team. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about a play. So I actually want to play the conversion that you made. I think it's a great study play from both the offensive and defensive perspective. But you roll right. They rush 2. You roll right, and it actually looks like you're gonna run. And Wahaj takes that angle. He's gonna chase you, but you actually stop, whip back, and then dump it off to Usman.
Yeah.
I can never do, like, I'm never gonna be able to run like that. So that's just like, I don't know, pure athleticism or something like that. But I think something I'm gonna point out, it's like not just like we all know Hazem has pure speed, but like if you have like high stopping force and can stop on a dime like Luka and James Harden, that makes it really difficult. Because I mean, Wahaj is one of the best rushers in the game. You got him pretty badly because he's like following you, stop and kind of come back. I don't know, was that just instinct or something that you planned?
Yeah,
or?
My stop has been one of my like best things I've had in my game. I would say like my stopping. Back in the day, I was a receiver, so having that
makes sense.
Having the stop and go is critical. Like if I can go a corner, catch the corner and just stop out of nowhere, that DB is gonna just fly.
Yeah,
they're flying through. So just having stop is crucial. Now going to quarterback now. Yeah, I was planning on running, but I wasn't ever gonna run. I was not running on that play.
You were gonna pull back. Okay.
I ran to make him think I was gonna run, but I was gonna stop the whole way because I want to throw it. I want to give these guys the ball. I was not trying to. I pick my days when I want to run and when I don't want to run. And then that was a non. When I'm bridging six guys, it's a non-running day. And especially 7 versus 6 is just a non-running day. This is like a day where I'm trying to feed my guys. I haven't got the ball that much. Usman has played a lot of offense this year, so I was trying to get him a look there. And he actually he did something.
Good catch, yeah.
He definitely.
Ryan was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good catch, and he actually was blocking that play, and he actually just rolled. He peeled out and made it a nice play. But yeah, I mean, Wahaj is a great rusher. Yeah, I wasn't trying to run, but he kind of made me have to stop because he actually got there. I had to pull back. Yeah, so it was a good play by him.
That's interesting because I think it's kind of like you're using your strengths for you in that case. You kind of think like Steph Curry, like everyone's gonna come out at him all the way, so he can pump and drive.
Yeah,
kind of thing. So it's like, I mean, the week before you literally ended the game off of sprint touchdown. So people are expecting you to run, so you're gonna stop and pull back. Like people don't really expect me to run, so I think if anything, I could use that for my advantage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was awesome. And then shout out Usman, just perfect leaking timing, tough catch. And then, all right, so it's 16-7. And honestly, like I said, if you're a team who can make 2 conversions, you put a lot of pressure on the other team. It's already possessions. They're down. It's kind of hard to go here. And I want to come back, and this is the drive ends up with a Hazem interception, but want to show some more love on Zane because there's a highlight where he's out wide. He runs a comeback. Perfectly, like perfect like acceleration angles, perfect stopping, like coming outside, catches it, and then he catches on the he like takes a step inside, spins, and dodges hash. Like that's another example. Like this is not the future, this is the present. There's also a play I think was 1 or 2 weeks ago. He gets Siem pretty badly, and Siem has to like chase him and kind of pull him down.
Yeah,
like you cannot take this kid lightly. Like, and Hash is not just anybody. Hash plays flag football. He's like he's a first round pick consistently in Dart. He's a top player. He's a keeper. Like. I'm like taking notice of like who you're making miss. Like if you make miss on D, like it's whatever. I'm not really a defensive player, but like who he's doing this against and like consistently. Yeah. Like when I watch him, I'm like, well, what position is he gonna play when he's older? Like that. Or, like I shouldn't say when he's older. Like what is his position? Because right now he's playing everywhere. Yeah. And I know Farhan plays everywhere, Wahaj plays everywhere, Shusha plays everywhere. But I'm assuming does he play like formal football? I'll be curious like what position he's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, as in the Brown community, when you go to high school football, it's kind of hard to pick where you want to be. Like tackle football,
in Texas, right?
You're kind of like get in line, kid. Like especially when the pads come on, it's a different ball game for sure. But I would say if you play football, like high school football, I can see him being like a good receiver somewhere, a slot receiver, because as quarterback, like especially high school football and like Texas for sure. They have this 6'5" white boy quarterback, so they're gonna be like Josh Allen type of play quarterback. But I can see him being a nice slot receiver somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think a
nice slot.
I can really see any position. Like I think he bends well when he rushes. Like he uses his body well.
But yeah, tackle football, you can't put you can't put D in at tackle football.
All right, but a strategy question that I want to ask. This has been a trend in the league that I've noticed that in kind of some gotta have it times. We're seeing a lot of rushing 3. So this was you send Caleb to Tahur and Salah on this play. Tahur took Zayn on the star, and then you get an interception. And it should have been a pick 6. Actually, that was a kind of bogus penalty call.
Crazy call.
It should have been a pick 6.
Crazy call, man.
Zayn gets superstar treatment. That's what it was, honestly. But I want to hear from your perspective, kind of as a quarterback. Like if you see the rush 3, kind of what is your thought on handling it? And I've had trouble with it this year, especially against the Dolphins.
Yeah, definitely. I would say when a team rushes three against you, that tells me that they're not as scared of you as a quarterback than they
Yeah.
should be. That tells me that they're not fearing that you're gonna cook them with this three rush. Because you're seeing three guys, that means you only got four guys in coverage. So it's basically gonna be like four on like three, but it's still risky because you're limited so many guys back there. One guy gets burnt, it's touchdown. It's a very risky, but I think it's obviously in our league it's a 1 yard off rush. So when you send three, obviously you just see like dudes swarming you right away. Your vision is all these guys swarming, and that's when like the backyard football isn't gonna work out in DMFL. If you're gonna come to DMFL with just showing up like, hey guys, go just whoever's open, see what happens. You're gonna die here. It's not gonna work out here. So like having the set play of knowing they're gonna send three, like having Hash do like a 10-10 and stop there and just getting the ball out so they can't just sack you right away. It's critical. But yeah, definitely like
this is just like you're saying, like
definitely
hey, you're just not gonna be moving like.
Yeah, so
get them with the rush three.
The reason we did there because we were also in like red zone territory. So now we know red zone territory, we can do it.
A little tighter.
If we were in the first down, first and 20, of the drive, we wouldn't be rushing three against Shuja because one guy gets burnt or one guy misses a flag, touchdown. Okay. So it's a very risky thing to do. I would love rushing three if we could, but the issue is that if you're gonna play man coverage everywhere, that if that blocker leaks out, you're in big trouble now. Right. You're in huge trouble if that blocker leaks out, and there's nobody on him. So.
And I just want to point out for our junior DMFLers, like, Hazem gets the interception, like laterals to the right person, and, theoretically Hash takes it all over the way. Like, you got to be looking at him. And Hazem, obviously, yourself, you got to know who you are. Like, can you take it for a pick six? If you're not one of those players, like, get it to somebody who is. But it's like, I mean, you, Hash, Fred, like, all of them can take it. But I thought that was just, like, a great move. And like, you're using one of your teammates, like, to your advantage. So, yeah. I thought it was just GG's right there. You're going to score, but they actually give you a stop. And then just coming back to the Zayn hot glove, there's actually a play or Salah cracks him and he gets the penalty call. Yeah. And on the film, you could see Zayn's like, yeah, like clapping. I don't know if you saw that play or remember it, but I thought that was really, really funny. I'd love to get Salah's perspective of if he thought it was a penalty or not.
Nah, Salah actually hit him pretty good. He hit him pretty good actually. That was
non-contact.
Yeah. Salah asked me. No, he DM'd me. He was like, "Did it look bad?" I was like, "Yeah, it looked bad." It definitely did look bad in the video, but Salah, I don't think he was trying to. The play was to crack left, so I was running, but Zayn actually cut it off.
Yeah, Zayn takes excellent angles.
So when Zayn cut it off, I was actually gonna square back. I'm like, it's over now. Okay, I gotta square back that way, and I think Salah still gave him a little bit, but he thought I was gonna come under. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But Zayn blew it up. All right. So I had to pivot the other way.
That makes sense. And just like once again, this is like just all love to Zayn, how versatile he is, and like he's really intelligent too because he knows he's like, I'm sure against his peers he can dominate with his size and physicality, but he can't. He needs to use angles and kind of like bend. And I was really impressed. Like when he was rushing against me, I'm like, oh wow, like how is he? He's just getting under like people. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's just like something that you can learn from. And well, they get the ball back, but then safety. That was big. The highlights kind of just zoom in, but I don't know if you remember what coverage you were in or the back end because it looked like you just saw nothing.
Yeah, no, we were in cover two, and we're just making sure no one scores. But then Tahur actually got back there, and made it happen. Tahur and Caleb, they came in there, but Tahur pulled the flag, got that safety, and now it's 18.
It's 18-7, and you guys get the ball.
We get the ball with I think we had one play left, basically one last second play. Okay. And we just threw a bomb. Actually on their punt, Shuja was holding the ball for a little bit, doing like.
I didn't say it wasn't on the clip. Okay,
he was like holding the ball, chilling. I'm like, good God, we need to add a rule now, or you can't milk on the punts. But add a new rule now.
This is why we crashed out. This is why the Syed boys crashed out because we had the week against the Saints. We had like 5 penalties called on our punt. I was like, guys, come on, like just let them punt it. Like we earned the 4th down, whatever.
But that actually, I was like watching Shuja. I'm like, yo, he's actually milking because he's holding the ball and he's like getting it ready to punt. But the clock is going down. Yeah.
Okay, that's
so either we gotta make a new rule where the clock isn't gonna go, or we gotta make a rule you have to punt in a certain amount of time because he was just holding it, and it actually helped him out. So because we had limited time.
That's like honestly, so I mean,
smart.
That's some Big Brother, like Big Brother-ish. This is like that's just Big Brother-ish. Like I used to play against. I've never been down one-on-one in basketball. It's just a very sad story, but just it would always be like we're playing to 11. I get to 11. Oh no, we're playing to 15, or like out on you. I'm just like that. I just feel Big Brother. That was like some Big Brother-ish. But anyway, so coming out, this is the D Hill show, man. He really shows out. stay past the D, spin, pirouette, TD. I don't know if you saw it, but what did you think about his celebration into the end zone?
That flip, that flip, man. Now D Hill's having a time because after game 1, he was getting a lot of hate.
He was gonna we got lucky. It was hot. I think he was tired.
Yeah, he was
tired.
Yeah,
so we kind of lucked out a little bit.
But also,
he balled out this game.
No, he definitely balled out.
You can tell why he got picked there.
Because everyone when I make picks, everyone's like why hasn't picking D Hill first?
Yeah, that's who's D Hill.
Everyone's thinking D Hill's like LeBron James or Michael Jordan or he's gonna come out and be like Justin Jefferson out there.
Very talented.
So after game 1, everyone was like Malik mossed him really pretty badly, and Aaron Key gave him a couple of mosses. So everyone's like, yo, what is Hassan doing? But I just knew D Hill, his speed, versatility, I can put him anywhere. He can be a short guy, deep ball guy. He can do a lot of different things. He's pretty sure-handed. So yeah, he had a game, 3 touchdowns. It was really
interception, right?
Interception,
right?
INT, 3 touchdowns. It was definitely the D Hill show and Hash show too. Hash was doing his thing too. It was just everyone was just having a game for it. It was
balled out 24/7. Finally missed a conversion. Dolphins get the ball once again on a 4th down. You guys rush 3. Fred breaks it up on 4th down. Just kind of just a thing to think about as a quarterback is how are you going to handle the rushing 3. So, if you're a junior in the future, or just I asked me and Donald talk about this every single week. How are you going to handle?
It's definitely
3?
Scary. It's scary.
It's scary and
it's scary. Yeah.
I mean, you play against the Saints. You're getting Ace. You're getting EJ. You're getting Arish. That's terrifying.
Dudes.
It makes you not want to play, and honestly, makes you not want to play. I'm just I catch you, you're just what?
And they'll give you a little bump too.
They're gonna talk.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. So as a quarterback, as a team, I think every week game planning and I'm interested to see how this plays out in spring because in my opinion, studying in the past, you have not seen as much rush 3.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna?
We're seeing a lot more now.
Yeah. How are you gonna respond to that? I mean, if you have, Ibrahim Hussein and Jelani and Marosh line, I think you could maybe handle it with big bodies, but not everybody has that personnel, and not everyone is willing to step in and.
Nobody.
We don't have Ace. You see, he's willing to. He'll take bodies left and right. He's one of the best dirty work players on all ends. But I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that hit, right? So just I think that's going to be a theme for the playoffs that I'm very very interested in. Is one specifically how you're going to respond to Saints rushing 3 because they're impossible to defend, and how are in 4th down situations who is going to conquer the rushing 3? Is it hey I could just throw it up to Taha or throw it up to somebody, or it's you just take sacks. And then Mozelle had the pick 6 after Fred was at QB. The Dolphins had one epic play. It was Shuja. Sorry, it was Was it Star? It was Shuja to Wahaj to Star to Wahaj to Shuja. I don't know if you remember that play. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
They threw it back to Wahaj.
It was incomplete, but I was like, dang, these guys have so much in their bag. So they've probably been doing this for, I don't know how long they've been playing, but I would have loved to go back in time 15 years. I'm they're doing the same plays probably.
Yeah.
And still working. So I think just I like that him, Farhan, Wahaj, all and Zayn, all of them could throw, all of them can catch, all of them will play any position. That's just a sign of an unselfish team, a successful group. And if you're building your crew, you want to have guys who can do that. Can you snap? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you play give and go and give and go and give and go?
Yeah.
That's just very impressive.
That's that's the beauty of DMFL. Guys like Wahaj and Shuja, 15 years ago, they were probably dominating their leagues and stuff, but there's just no film. So as youngins like us and us, we're oh, you were dominating back then, and where's the film at? And they're just well, we have pictures of the trophy, and we're just that's cute. But now in DMFL, them dominating still today at their age shows they were definitely dominating back then. But now just the film is there. So now we can watch it live and see it. And old heads like Jordan's time, they always say their era is better, but at least the film is it was just so bad, it's so old looking.
Yeah.
But seeing them today still doing their thing is just amazing. For sure. A 44-year-old Wahaj and she was I think he's 40 or 30, 39.
I'm not sure. But I mean, these guys are the prototypes. If I'm building a flag football player, I don't know what Haj's sports background, but me and Dion come from a football background. So there's certain ways we move and certain ways that we expect. But if you're building a flag football player, he can play every position. He can, his just dodging is insane. He obviously keeps himself very, very fit and disciplined on that. And he's fiery. You remember that he yelled at Ariel when Farhan had that flopping thing.
Yeah.
He got in Jordan's face when they kind of a little bump. So I really love and respect both those guys.
He's the unk, man.
He's I learn from them every single week. Here's what like you're saying, oh, there wasn't tape back then. There's tape on them now, and they're still doing it though. Like they're still doing these same plays. Like I remember, game planning for them, we were like, well, Josh will do this, Josh will do this, and Shuja's gonna do this, and they still kept doing it, like on us. So definitely just want to show love to them. Congratulations to you guys for a win, but appreciate you going on the deep dive.
All right, 10 a.m. game. We had the 3-1 Saints versus 2-2 Thunderbolts. Crazy big game right here. If Saints win this game, it's got a guaranteed bye. And if Thunderbolts win this game, they just make it a 4-way split. So huge stakes on the line. Big game. Thunderbolts were on a 2-game skid as well. So they were down dumped. They just lost to the Chiefs and they lost to the Eagles. So 2 big losses for Thunderbolts. Coming into this league, after seeing the drafts, I was like, Thunderbolts and Saints had one of the best drafts teams I saw. Like Iman basically had a full team of guys that he knew, besides Salman, and Salman's not a bad player as well. So that was a great overall draft by Thunderbolts, and Saints had a great draft too. They steal your boy. They still add him. They get Arish. They get a couple of guys that they like, and a couple of trades too. I think they traded.
That was a really impactful trade because Honest is hurt and out for the year, and Yassine starts 2 ways. Interception. Touchdown in this game.
Big trade. So their trade worked out for them.
That really felt us. I mean, we would love to have him.
So it was a crazy game. Back and forth game. There's some drama at the end as well with that sack or no sack. And
did you watch the film? Did you think sack or no sack? I'm a QB. I thought it was out.
That was out,
but
it was so close.
It was very it was simultaneous. What's actually, watch that play. Watch Arish diving.
He missed.
Like how much effort this dude gives is insane. There's some plays like a quarterback will throw a curl and he'll make the tackle. Like this guy's effort is insane. Facing him, EJ, and A sometimes when they rush 3, it's terrifying. It's terrifying.
It's scary. They had the best rush by far. I think their rush is definitely the scariest rush, most impactful as well, because Arish has that height, but he's also very fast. And EJ is blazing speed, so it's like you can't outrun EJ, and Arish is big but fast, so it's a very tough combination there for sure.
Let me ask you a question. This is actually for my entire DMFL community because I do want to go drive by drive and go through it, but I think against the let me ask you a hypothetical. Okay. So this game, it's Taha Sharif's show. Taha, he actually gets burned. Carbone beats him, and he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm a game-winning interception off the deflection, 2 big touchdowns, and it's hard. And Hassan had a few, I think, conversion catches. It's hard to deal with Hassan and Taha's size and ball skills.
Yeah.
And playing against the Wolfpack, playing against Obaid and Carbone, their side, people do, even us, we had a touchdown on Malik on Yassine, we want to throw those, hey, go get the rebound because they are at a disadvantage. If you were the Saints, would you think about saying, okay, I am actually going to put Arish and EJ back, best rushers in the league. We're going to put them at D-backs if we play Chargers in the finals, and maybe put Carbone and Ace, where it's still going to be a very high quality rush, but maybe give them a little protection against that high point ball. Because I think there's some clips or some plays that Obaid actually, there's one that he beautifully knocked down. It's in Hassan's hands, he knocked it down. But then there's another one where it's he doesn't get, where Taha gets it. So what do you think about, I want to hear what everyone thinks. And what do you think? You're the Saints. Would you actually put EJ and Arish back against the Chargers to say that, you know what, we're never going to pull Iman's flag anyway. We're going to try and contain him. Why don't we actually prioritize these balls in the back? Or too crazy?
I wouldn't put Arish back there because I don't know Arish's ball. I don't know Arish's his ball skills. But I trust
an athlete.
I trust EJ back there. I wouldn't. I would like EJ back there. I would send if I need to. I would send Oasis and Carbone, but also Carbone is also a good ball guy. So, but the thing is, against the Thunderbolts, their size is a factor because Taha Sharif is huge. Taha Sharif is a big problem to have. For me, I had Fred with him just because you need to have a guy that can jump with Taha Sharif. And if a guy like Obaid was actually playing it really well,
very impressive.
He was batting the balls down, but Iman just kept trying it, and they get that jump ball, and they got 2 jump balls. Well, they got one where it's they had 3 dudes back there. I think it was Carbone, Obaid, and somebody else, and then Taha Sharif just mosses all of them. And there's one where just Carbone and Taha, and Taha also got the moss there. It's I would say Saints are the best at the rushing, and their weakness is going to be at those jump balls type.
And I actually, so when First of all, I regret not picking Arish. I'll just say it right there. He was actually like top of my board, and I wanted to pick him. I was actually at the draft, and I was talking to Ariel about him, and he's like, "Who is?" He literally said, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, maybe these guys don't know him. Maybe I can get him a little later."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, Obaid and Ace definitely know him. They know he's a stud." But I was like, "Oh, they already have Ace and EJ. They're not going to pick another rusher, right?" But they did.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes him a strength, but then also on the back end, it's kind of like it makes it a little challenging for them. I do want to go drive by drive and just kind of, or point out a few things that were just like we can learn from and incredible. So Chargers start out with the ball. One of the just best plays. It has to be a top play, but it's Iman start a jiffy, give and go back to Iman. He one hands it.
Yeah.
Iman one hands it, makes Carbone and Obaid miss. Carbone and Obaid, like two of the top players in our league, not just anybody. I don't know if you remember seeing that player seeing on the film, but like that has to make a top play. That is just Iman Fuman.
It's definitely a top.
I'm gonna go to star. I'm gonna grab it with one hand and make you miss.
If that scores, is definitely number one. But we'll see where it lands. We'll see where it lands. Top five. It's definitely a top 3 play, I would say.
That's fair. And then in that drive, there's a sack and then there's a play. That just comes back to the theme. It's like, how are you going to respond to rushing 3? So Ace, EJ, and Arish are rushing. And AD and Jiffy actually do an interesting job here. They actually leave the outside and they kind of like take a kind of an angle to like block EJ off for a little bit. So I think that's like potential strategy. It's like ignore the outside, block the most middle rusher so you don't get a free rush, so you get an extra second.
Yeah.
Iman rolls right, throws this perfect fadeaway to Hassan. Hassan toe taps it. So I think that is a lesson for like hey, maybe linemen should ignore the outsides, just get the first free rushers. Quarterback can kind of take out to the right. I mean, Iman is a stud, and then Hassan makes this amazing play on the back end. But against against the Saints, like you want to throw that ball high up, right? So,
and that was a perfect ball,
amazing ball, and not always going back, but like
EJ got down,
EJ,
so he had to throw it. He had to throw it right then and there, and perfect ball sideline, toe tap. Hassan was amazing.
And then next play, Taha, Moss, Yassine, 7-0.
7-0.
Like
quick.
That's big. Quick. Like, conversions are big in this game.
Yeah.
So next drive, this is CM's cooking a little bit. Throws a stop to Carbone. He hits a big run, and then this is actually interesting look. So CM ends up calling an out and up, perfect to Carbone. Carbone hits this silly. I don't know what were your thoughts on the silly?
6'7", 6'7". I'm not sure about that. I'm an old head now.
I actually don't know what that is. What is it?
No, it's a thing now.
Okay.
Like 6'7's. I don't know. It's a trendy thing for these kids.
But you know what I actually wanted to see? So one of my favorite moments of DMFL spring was friends and family against Wolf Stars, and Hassan scores and does this.
Yeah.
And then when they score, when the Wolf Stars win it, Ace goes like this. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity after Taha scored a few to do that to Carbone, but he didn't. But so what are thoughts on the
He's a humble guy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a humble dude.
And so like I said, the theme of the year is how are you going to respond to 3 rushing. So that play they actually showed 3. Shahir ended up dropping, and then Salman took Ace. So that's like an alternate too, like showing 3 and adjusting. And this actually I think hurt him that time. Like I'm curious if they actually rushed 3, what would have happened. But every single game, I'm looking, when are people going to rush 3? How are they going to respond as an offense and defense? And I think that's going to be the theme in the playoffs. Also, I don't know if you saw Iman and Shahir switch jerseys. Did you notice that?
Really?
Yeah, Iman was wearing because Iman was Thanos.
Yeah,
He's so badass.
Yeah.
But they switched. I don't know.
I didn't notice
that. Thoughts on that?
Yeah,
I think I could.
That's
pull
crazy.
It up on
it could be because
Iman's wearing 5.
It could be because Iman's jersey is torn. Maybe.
Oh,
it could be that. I think this is his torn jersey.
I don't know, but some secret sauce maybe.
Yeah,
we want to know about it. All right, so
a little tighter on him now. A little tighter.
Game's exciting. 7-6 though. Didn't get the conversion. Chargers actually end up punting on their next drive. EJ gets a sack. Obaid makes a heck of a play. This is like Obaid defensive back show. Like Hassan's running a deep over, ball in Hassan's hands. Obaid perfectly times that. Like if you're a short defensive back, you have to watch that film and learn from that.
Yeah.
And then Obaid perfect pass breakup against Taha. Obaid knows his situation. Like he knows his size, him and Ace. And actually playing basketball with them, like they know they're smaller guys on the court, but they still make it work like with their heads and just understanding like, I'm gonna let him catch it and knock it out. So
their body control, they know what to do.
Yeah, perfect tape. EJ gets a sack, and now this is the time where I'm like, oh, Saints. This is in Saints' favor because Saints come out and it's just the CM show. Run, pitch to EJ. CM legs just show up, and give him credit. Like he could be a starting quarterback. for any team. He can be a captain. I think he's a great guy, great leader. Like, he's very welcoming and warming to me when I came to GV. Like, if you have a problem, he calls you on the phone. Just like a great leader, great example of a Muslim man. Like, love seeing him to death. And I mean, he was a perfect first pick because Obaid was out, and kind of like you talked about last week, but Siem's legs really impressed me that time. So it's 12-7. Chargers have a go or last drive before the half, and then this is Iman. I mean, this game was just about superstars to me. Like, superstars on both ends. Iman, like, if anything against Arish, you can get him with a pump fake because how aggressive he is. Iman pumps. Arish is up in the air. I mean, Jiffy just like a perfect team guy, throws a block on Ace. Full field to Taha over Carbone. Like, these little details of winning, like, matter. Like, this pump fake on Arish to slow him down. Jiffy's a star in his own right, willing to block Ace. Taha Sharif is Taha Sharif. Like, and Carbone, like, I mean, I thought he was in a good spot, but just like at some point, you know, strengths are strengths. Like, who's gonna get the rebound?
I mean, it's 6'3" or 6'2" versus like, what is he, 5'8"?
I'm not sure. Like, in a race, you know, we'll take Carbone anytime.
Carbone win that race. Carbone's winning the race.
Different story. But that was the time I needed Taha to give him the celebration back. That was the moment. He actually had another moment later. So 13-12 half. I thought Saints had all the momentum, and it was kind of like shocking.
It got ruined.
Shocking. Yeah, it was just like I used to play NCAA growing up, and like the star players would have like the icon on the bottom, and you were in the zone, it would just start beating. That was like Iman and Taha. You're just like, damn, like they're coming up. But it's crazy because the second half, I thought, then you notice Obaid. You see Iman and Obaid kind of go back and forth. So like I said, 13-12, and this play. Or sorry, actually, I want to give Jiffy his love. There's Obaid's in at QB now. I don't know if you had any thoughts. Like, is there why? Like, do you think they were saving it to second half, or why do you think they put him in?
Man, I think Siem was doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he was everywhere.
I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I just think that, you know, I think Obaid won the ball.
Okay.
I think Obaid won the ball to win the game.
That's fair. And on that drive, the first Saints drive, because it starts out, it almost like there's like a wolfpack play. Like, it's like a Siem shuffle pass to Ace. Ace gets 10 yards. He pitches it just out of Adam's hand. That could have been a touchdown right there. Yeah. And Adam's like, damn, I missed it. Ace, perfect, you know, pitch to the aside just a little bit wide. But those inches matter, unfortunately, in DMFL. Like, you know, in college rec, it's like, whatever, next play, touchdown. But like in this league, these details matter. So Obaid goes to QB, and this is one of the best defensive plays I have ever seen. This is from Jiffy. So they throw a star to Siem, and you can't really see it on the film, but I was there on the field, and I was behind. Like, I saw Siem's angle, like the quarterback angle from a quarterback. So Fahad leaves Carbone. Okay, so Carbone's running a stop. So your quarterback throw to the star. So Siem is setting dead at Carbone. Jiffy is like literally middle linebacker, baits him, cuts off the pick. I'm just like as a quarterback, I'm like, that's not fair. Defenders are not supposed to be able to move like that. So just all love and credit to Jiffy. Like, if you're a defender, you have to, honestly, if you're a winning player, you have to learn from Jiffy because he's willing to block. He threw the perfect pass. He played QB for Titans the game that their starting quarterback wasn't there. Like, there's a reason he was picked in the first round. Like, this was just a straight up winner. And that play to me was the play of the game. Because now you give the ball to Iman and you're up, and it's like an Iman heat check. Like, he avoids EJ, and this is the 1-on-3. So he avoids EJ, dodges Ace, and they're like compressing him like this. Taha over Carbone, Obaid, Yassine.
Yeah. Like,
for me, Jiffy's game-winning, like, that interception changed everything. Because it was they're moving it easily. We're about to go up with possession. You have to play from behind. But this is just like, nope.
That was such
like, the stars show out. It's Jiffy, Iman, Taha. Like, this roster is so stacked. We haven't even mentioned Hassan. Like,
yeah. It's and Jiffy actually played quarterback season 1 again.
Is that right? Okay.
A full season of Jiffy at quarterback. That's why I wasn't surprised that he can definitely fill in for Armin last year. But yeah, I mean, Jiffy is that guy that he can do it all. Quarterback. He'll be a blocker for you. He'll rush for you. He'll do anything. Like, this guy's a baller. I probably should have drafted him. There's a lot of guys.
We're learning.
Yeah, I mean, Iman got him, I think, like, early, so like he knew Jiffy's there, and he took him quick. But
and it continues. Like, what's also, so they hit the conversion to Hassan. Hassan was a good, you know, touchdown and conversion guy. But it's 20-12 now, and these conversions matter. Like, it's like if you're a dart pickup, it's 3-2.
Oh, yeah.
But in DMFL, it's 20-12. It puts a lot of pressure on the Saints right now. And then this is just like the Obaid superstar. Like, hey, it's like it's a big brother-ish. It's basically just like, look, like we're out of food, I'm gonna go make something. Like, you know, it's like if the fire's in the house, I'm gonna go protect everybody. Like he's curl to Carbone, curl to Yassine, runs for a first down, runs and pitches to EJ, dump to Ace, sides. Oh, this is the play that I want to point out. So side snap to Obaid. He rolls all the way right and throws the touchdown to Yassine. And this is just like intelligence, athleticism, like testing the other defense's discipline. Because you're moving the ball all the way to the left side of the field, and Obaid is like, I'm testing you. Are you going to cover every blade of grass? And people are saying, I mean, I know he has a knee injury, but he looked very fast. Like, I don't know if you...
he looked good.
Right?
He looked good, but I think...
He was running angry that drive.
Yeah, I don't know if he's hurt or not. I'm not sure. He's wearing the brace.
Okay, fair.
So I don't know if he's still hurting.
But ultimately, like, so that was an incredible play, and I think a lesson for defenders, like, you have to guard the entire field. Although, the problem is the roster is so stacked, like, you have to pay attention to EJ, you have to pay attention to Carbone, you have to pay attention to H, that, like, you kind of have to leave Yassine alone, right? Like, and, I mean, but he's a very competent player himself. So they missed a two-point conversion. It's 2018. I mean, the game came down to just conversions. Like, if you're the Saints, you just go back, like, guys, we just literally need to make a 1 or 2, and that's it. Like, we just have to really focus on that. And they had the speed to do it. The one thing I didn't see their conversions, and it wasn't on the film, but like I would love to snap. Like, did they do a direct snap to Carbone? We had trouble stopping that. Are they going to do that misdirection play, snap all the way left, or just make CM run? Like those are the just quick dump to EJ or ace crack block, something like that. So like if I'm the Saints and I play the Chargers again, my questions are: am I putting Arish and EJ back? At maybe not every play, but at times. And then what are my conversion stoppers and what are my conversion getters? Because that's like the championship could be won off that. Yeah, and the crazy part is like it was 2018 and it was Thunderbolt's ball. All they had to do was get a first down in the game, and they couldn't. And they couldn't. And that was the fear I had when I played the Saints too. It was when I played the Saints, we had the same scenario where we have a 6-point lead with the ball in our half of the field, so we had to get a first down to end the game. But we actually got the first down. So Thunderbolts actually don't get the first down. Okay, that's the hash TD or before that. So they don't get the first down. The Saints get the ball back. And we have to talk about this play a little bit more. It is the fourth down play. So because like you see, Iman's just trying to like get it forward, like play the downs, like run the clock. And I think that's legitimate. Yeah. That's fair. So once again, just want to shout out Arish diving. Just this kid, just crazy effort. Also, do you follow him on Instagram? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Like, first of all, one of the coolest human beings, coolest Instagram follows, just coolest guys. I don't know what's I think cool. He rolls up in it. Was it Corvette or Lamborghini? Yeah, he's a cool guy. I think coolest guy. My favorite player is Zanhawk, but I think coolest player in DMFL is definitely Arish. So yeah. All right. Anyway, I want to shout out his effort, but Arish and EJ, it's probably very frustrating for them because I think QB gets the call generally on the throw, and they're constantly pulling flags, like the split second, like. You could probably call 10 sacks in one game, like depending on what you're looking at. But I think if you slowed it up, it actually looked like the ball was out of the hands. But it was very close. It was very close, and it was like down to like it was so close where like it probably should have a booth challenge there to tell people that in the last 2 minutes of any DMFL game, you cannot challenge as a player. You can't challenge. All right. So it's got to be a booth challenge from the referees. People don't understand that. So in the moment, I told Brad to go challenge, and then some of the Saints players were like, "What's going on?" Because we haven't done it yet, because we haven't had a controversial game yet. When things get tight and the games are close and playoff happens, we're gonna have boot challenges. But in that moment, I think the other referee was like, "The ball, we don't have what do you call the rule? Armor motion. We don't have armor motion in the NFL." What does that mean? First of all. Armor motion, it means that like you cannot sack him when he's armor motion. No, when you're here, you can sack him. But when you get to this point, armor motion means like even the ball hasn't left yet. Right. The ball is gone. Yeah, okay, I misunderstood because I understand the rule, but I actually thought it was reviewed and kept, but it just wasn't reviewed. Is that right? Reviewed. Okay, I see. Okay. So then I take it back because it was a bang play. I thought like if you slow motion it, I think the ball's out. But okay, so then I completely understand. Shout out to EJ and Arish. But now this, I really want to dissect this because if it was, first take, like the next day DMFL, like this is what we're going after. And shoot, it was cut. I don't know. Was this the drive where Obaid rolls, throws it to Carbone, and he drops it, or was that a previous drive? No, I think that was previous. Okay. Okay. So I just want to make sure. I think that was a conversion. That was a conversion. Okay. Shoot. Well, then I needed to highlight that because it's in the first minute reel.
Yeah.
So I just want to highlight that and how like it's really a game of inches. And if you're the Saints, you could be like, well, Carbone catches it, and he's a great player. He makes that catch next time.
Yeah.
And I think people underrate Obeid's arm strength, including his own teammates. Like this is not Carbone. I think has been shocked. I think a few times. So I mean, they'll be ready next time. But then I really just want to shout out Obeid for being a star again because he rolled and did make that play. For some reason, I thought it was on this next drive.
No.
So this drive, it ends up being an interception. They have Carbone on a post, backside post. Obeid throws it. Hudson tips it, and Taha picks it. Taha chucks it. That was crazy. I thought there was gonna be a fight was about to break out, honestly. Anyway, I don't know. What do you think about the call there? I thought that was very unique. I thought CM was dominating, rushing. They had a really impressive CM to Obeid move, like direct snap to Carbone that they've shown. Like they haven't really dumped to EJ much. Like I thought it was. I think I'm maybe known a little bit more for drop back games. So if I'm dropping back and throwing a post, But I don't know. I think I would love to hear I would love to have Obeid here and be like, just walk me through that call because you're throwing the ball up. Carbone is fast, but this Hassan and Taha back there, right?
Yeah. I was just shocked that the Saints got the ball back.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm just shocked about. That they get the ball back, first and goal, 20 yards to go in the end zone, and they don't close it out. It's just that was huge to me. That was like I couldn't believe it. Because in that scenario, you always think like you have the ball first down to go to end the game. You need a first down to end the game. They don't get it, and then Saints get the ball, and then they still can't close it out. It's just like they deserve it. After that, the ball don't lie. You can't be mad at anybody else. Referees, people don't matter. You had the ball, and you didn't finish it out. So
and I think right now, if you're a fan of this league, like you think that this is probably going to be the final. Like you think this is going to be the finals. I think they're the favorites right now. Okay, obviously anything can happen week to week. Hopefully we'll pull off upsets. Because if you're the Saints, I think you're going back and being like, do we stick a little bit more with CM running? Do we go CM to Obeid shift? Like how can we get EJ involved offensively? Do we actually need to play a little bit more Wolfpack? Like pitch to the middle, let Ace get out, like pitch to the side because that was there. And then if you're the Chargers, we're just like, hey, we have studs, and our studs do what we do, right? Like Hudson's going to make big catches, Taha's going to make big catches, Iman's going to make a star play, and Jiffy is like, slept on. He'll play every position and kind of do it. So I mean, superstars are superstars. It was like an amazingly exciting game, very very intense. Came down to the last play, but I really would love to hear from Obeid and just be like, hey, is he kicking himself over that play call? But it's obviously easy to criticize, after the game. So I want to see the rematch. So. But hopefully not, because hopefully we knock off one of those teams.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, our 11 a.m. game, we had the 1-3 Packers versus the 2-2 Eagles. Huge game in the standings, because if these guys win, I would have been a 1 seed. So I was cheering for them like crazy. Like we need the Packers to win, beat the Eagles. We would go from the 3 or 4 seed to the 1 seed. So that was a huge game for them. And Eagles, obviously, they're 2-2. They're not trying to go 2-3. So big game in the standings. I'm gonna let my boy Harris take it away because that was his team. What happened out there?
Yeah, tough L. Well, first, actually, I just want to outside of the game, Ariel's halftime throw to hit the field goal post, and then Jamal's backflip was electric.
And
that just needs to.
Jerry.
Sorry, Jamal. I said Jamal. Jerry's a backflip. Love Jamal. Jamal plays on our Tuesday league.
How'd you play? You guys call him up from the bullpen or like?
Yeah. Dan's very well connected. Called him up, and it's insane, man. He just literally runs 1 yard, you throw to him, kicks it all the way, or jumps people, pick six left and right. So just great athletes, and he hurt us. So just want to go through kind of drive by drive, our first drive. And actually, we really want to shout out Salman because we actually get Salman here. We run a go and an out. Salman kind of peeks out for 1 second. Rahul gets past him, throw the goal ball over his head. And Salman could have easily been like, I got cooked, put my head down. But he actually made a lot of big plays the rest of the game. So just want to, and Taha too is like a theme. Like, you got a touchdown scored on him and came back. Like, just like we could really learn from that. Like, you got to keep your head in the game, like stay resilient. So it's up 6-0, and it's Ariel's driving. A little jump to Jerry, a little jump to Jamal. And huge play, snap to Jamal. Jamal throws it back to Ariel. We get a sack. Okay, it's fourth down, and almost fourth and 20. Like we would have the short line. Incomplete, flag on the play. College roughing the passer. Like that was a game changer because if we get it up 6-0, we have a short line. First of all, as a QB short line in DMFL, like you can get crazy. You can get deep in I'm a deep ball thrower. Yeah. So maybe we go up 2 scores, but what happens? They get the penalty. Ariel hip flip, touchdown. Heart's broken. 6-6. leave it at that. We come out, and then this, like, I just got to give credit to their roster because we're driving. It's a 3rd and 8. I'm throwing a curl to the right side to Dan, and okay, all right. So
Josh.
Sorry for messing up your name. But he just makes a great play. He makes a great PBU. Like, I would love the contact call, in my opinion, but like Dan ran a curl and the ball was right there, and Asher knocked it out. Like, I have to give him credit for that. Like, I wouldn't have changed the play call. And then 4th down, this is so Jimmy, he rushes inside on this, and I take off, and I'm just like, easy 1st down, and Arif, their last round pick, pulls my flag just short of the goal, and I was shocked. I was just like, dude, this dude is all the way here, last round pick, whatever.
No way, yeah.
And honestly, I kind of like maybe slowed a little bit because I was like, someone was running. I was like, oh, let me just get the 1st down, and I'm like, wait, he pulled me. I was shocked, and I like have to give credit to those guys. Like, they were their last 2 picks, and they stopped us on that drive, and I mean, really turned the game. And if anything, I was like, damn, man, I got to get that house on speed. Like, I was like, I need to run faster. Like, I need to get that. So I really just want to give credit to them because that really, lost us the game. Ariel comes back. Jamal makes people miss. Ariel makes people miss. Moe scores a touchdown. They're up 12-6. So we're down 12-6. We have to score right here. And first 15 after Hamza makes an amazing play. I roll left. Hamza runs a streak. And then, Jimmy, who I don't really have much film on, sacks me. And I'm just like, well, who's this guy, dude? Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's messed up.
The DJ in the building now.
So, because he was just very under control. I tried to loop, and I'm like, no, he got me. And I'm just like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, when you go to the Saints who you're playing, not like necessarily could do anything about, but I feel like they kind of tricked me. I didn't really have film on him rushing, and he got me. So that was a big sack. 4th down, we have 4th and long. Dan's actually open on the left side. He runs a deep stop, and I throw it up to Aaron. And freaking Jerry's coming from like 500 yards away. Like, you have to see this play. Like, I've dropped this back. I'm holding him in the center with my eyes. He's got to be 30 yards away. Ball's up. If you pause it, like Aaron Mawson, ball's in his hands. Yasser's like 2 feet below him.
Yeah.
And freaking Jerry knocks it out. I'm just like, why couldn't this be the week he didn't show up? So I just really want to give credit to their defense because that brought it. I mean, that won the game for him. Moise's terror, his arms were so long, just knocking down balls, making the rush really hard. And him and Jimmy were a good pair. We had our chances there, but really just coming out. Salman had a deep curl offensively. They eventually scored. They threw it to Ariel, threw it to Arif. He dropped it, and then threw it again to Arif. He scored it.
Yeah.
It was kind of 18-6, and then we throw a big bomb to Malik. It's called good, but then challenged and overturned, and at that point it was kind of 4th and long, and game kind of unraveled. But these little details, these little things, I think the score ended up being 30 to whatever it was, 30-12 or something. Yeah. And it looks like a lopsided score, but it's these small little plays, these small inches here and there. If Khalid doesn't rough the passer, maybe we're up 14-0. If Jerry's a 1 step slower and Aaron catches that, it's a 2-score ball game, right?
Yeah.
If I'm maybe a little bit more ready for Jimmy's rush, I don't take that sack. And just want to shout out Salman. There was I threw a deep streak down to Dan. I thought Dan got him, and he makes the play. He had some big catches. So
and his celly on that play was actually
I didn't see it live, but I saw the tape. And he
did the Dan. Yeah, he did the Dan.
Oh, did he?
He did the Dan.
Oh man.
Did the Dan.
Oh man. I gotta.
Yes, he did the Dan.
Find this because I saw he do this strap.
Oh yeah, it wasn't really the Dan. Actually.
Okay, all right. I was like,
wait, was that a Dan? No, he didn't.
We gotta ask him.
He didn't do it right then.
He didn't do this. He just did.
He didn't do it right then. He tried that thing.
Yeah, that's controversial. I gotta ask Manuel if he did that. But yeah, I mean, all credit to the Eagles. I think they had little details and then kicked our butts. I mean, Jerry and Jamal made people miss. Ariel bowled out. We needed not to have that roughing. We needed Aaron to not get that ball knocked out by Jerry. We obviously needed the call for Malik, but he was out of bounds. So these little things here and there, it gets you blown out. If you watch the film, you're like, we have talented guys, but I haven't been able to get Rahel going. I haven't been able to get Dan going. I mean, we just gotta fix it. We gotta fix that.
Dan hasn't scored yet this season.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We haven't seen Dan Selly.
Gosh, man. And honestly, this is probably my fault. I think with our draft, I think I've drafted very talented people. But I think I drafted too many receivers. Like my coming in, my keepers were Dan, Aaron, and Rahel.
Yeah.
And then Hamza's he's a very talented receiver. And then I drafted Malik, who I love, who's a big body, and we've had good connections. But I think it's kind of made our roster a little like that outside to play center because he's versatile and can do that.
Yeah.
But me and his connection are, it's like we're trying to be Shuja and Wahaj right there. It's like you put Dan with another quarterback, he might not be as effective, but he was first team all receiver at DMFL.
Yeah.
In spring.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. And I think it's because we have chemistry and we have connection. So he hasn't been consistent at receiver. He wasn't there week 1, and it's kind of hurting us. But we also Rahel needs to be out there and getting the ball. Malik needs to be getting the ball. Jordan's a good threat. So
yeah, I think
Malik
and Eric, he had most of his touchdowns this year. I think
he had one every week for the first 2
Malik
weeks.
had 4, and then Aaron has 5, I think.
Yeah,
and Aral has 2 now. I think that's all your touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, we got to get
Dan going somehow. Got to get Dan going, yeah.
For sure, yeah. Hopefully this week.
And there's all this game, you had so many 4th down scenarios, and you just kept going for all your 4th downs. There was some where you're literally on your own goal line, and we're going for it. And there was one 4th down where he threw a jump ball to Patrick.
Yeah.
And Patrick, he's a good great teammate.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's
right.
But a jump ball threat, that's kind of new there. That's a new
one.
one.
What's funny? What's funny? So if you see, because we see the highlights from the side, so you don't always see the back view, but so it ends up being Jerry and Jamal are collapsing on it. But you will believe me, they were 15 yards away.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's obviously not the right person to throw to, but ask Patrick, he was open. At that point, I think the game was kind of over, and I agree, it was not the right decision. If anything, it's got to be a line drive. It was kind of just I'm rolling right.
He almost got to the ball bounced in the air.
Yeah. These guys are from 30 yards. These guys are fast. This is not University of Vermont Medical School, rec league. This is not University of Iowa playing against college kids. This is these are track stars. So I want to give credit to Jerry and Jamal. Although that was a bad luck and bad decision. I played poorly. We lost the game, obviously. But those guys make plays, and if it's you're a second and last round pick, or we know Jerry Jamal are studs, and Jimmy now obviously he's going to show up.
That was the first game that Eagles had all their keepers.
Okay,
even DJ Hove Vince came in and Jimmy's nice. Jimmy's actually a great player.
Honestly, if your last round picks, I have it up right now, are making plays, that's. That's serious. And Zane was the second to last pick. Obviously we didn't really know.
Wise also threatened everyone to not draft his son.
Right. If I knew, I'm gonna pick him next time, man. I'm gonna I know him now.
Harris, the one guy that'll steal your players. He will steal your players, yo.
If it said on his, it just said on his profile a youngin or something like that, right? I was I don't know who that is. What does that mean?
Yeah, I
actually didn't know. Hawk is such a common last name.
Told all captains do not draft.
Okay, I wasn't in the chat. I wasn't a captain until I didn't know that. So I wasn't there when he sent that message. It's probably Mucky was still.
No, he said on draft day.
Oh, did he?
He said it, and don't be one of those.
But that's not fair. He got a really talented player at the last. But yeah, so obviously,
Zane's good, but I would like Zane to be with his dad because I guess they have.
Yeah, actually, it's right. But I think he should have had to pick him earlier.
Oh yeah. Don't give him second to last, but that makes sense.
If Zane is in a dart draft, he's probably going 4th round.
But them boys at dart play very aggressively. He might get hurt out there.
But no, it's no contact anymore.
Yeah, man, but they play very aggressive though.
You don't think they're playing aggressive in DMFL?
We try that. We have referees here. At least.
You saw that Salah block. You see Salah just throw that elbow.
He got a flag too, so he won't do that again. But
oh man. All right, that's all I got on mine. I don't want to talk about our game anymore.
Yeah. All right. DMFL Power Ranks after week 5. Here we go. At number 6. The Green Bay Packers. You guys are 1-4, man. At number 5, who we got next? Monstars, 2-3. You guys are here because 6 players. That's all I gotta say. 6 players. Week 6 in Charlotte, you're gonna have 7, man. I'm praying that you guys have 7 week 6. At number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles, man. 3-2 Eagles. You guys could be higher on the list, not gonna lie. Big games coming up. You're versing Thunderbolts again, so. Right now, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's anybody's game right now, so we'll see. At number 3, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, 3-2 on a 3-game win streak. There's some question marks right now with some injuries and who's healthy, who's not healthy. That's why you're at 3 right now. But we've beaten the top teams in this league, so we'll see where we finish after week 6. And at number 2, we got the Saints, 3-2 Saints. Tough loss last week against Thunderbolts. They were the 1 seed, now they're the 2 seed, and the number 1 team right now, we have the Thunderbolts, 3-2. Big win they got, 6-5. Number 1 seed currently. But right now it's still a 2 seed, but they're going to be playing for that number 1 seed to try to get that bye week. I think we'll need to go find for that 1 and 2 seed. So we shall find out who will have the bye after week 6. Super excited to think happening in the NFL. See you guys next week. All right, week 6, flex week. This is the first week ever in history of DMFL where the captains have selected who they want to play. So the number 1 seed Saints had the first option, and they picked the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, they want revenge.
They decided to verse the 3-game win streak Chiefs, who we've already beaten the Saints so far. So I guess they want to get their revenge on us, and so they're coming for us. 9 a.m. game. We'll be playing 9 a.m. They also because number 1 seed, they get the time privilege, so they want the 9 a.m. game, and they want to get in early. So it's a crazy game there. What are your thoughts on this game? Chiefs versus Saints rematch. 3-2 both.
I mean, Saints are coming off we lost potentially what could be the finals. Like they're going to be pretty hot, I think, coming out. Yeah. So I think it's really hard to beat somebody twice. So I think Saints are the clear Vegas favorite.
Yeah.
Chiefs ended the game without their starting quarterback, so people are wondering and nervous about that. But I think the matchup that it'll be interesting to watch is who is Fred going to highlight and who is Hash going to highlight. I think Carbone, speed-wise, Hash can keep up with him.
Yeah.
But Hash is also a good defensive back. Maybe you want to put him somewhere else because they have a lot of threats. And then is it going to be Siem at QB? Is it going to be Obeid at QB? Is it going to be a lot of question marks?
A lot of question marks.
And then theme of our weeks: how is Hazem Tharek going to handle the rush 3 of Ace, Arsh, and EJ when appropriate? And is he going to be healthy?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I have the Chiefs winning this game, but it's gonna be a tough one. Like last time we played them, it was 7-0 most of the game. The score was 7-0 for pretty much the whole game, and we finally get a late touchdown and make it 13-0 or something like that. So it was like a defensive showdown. So I'm hoping we're gonna do that again. Having a defensive battle. It won't be when we play the Saints. It's always gonna be a dirty game. It's gonna be a drag out battle, physical game. Yeah. Their rush is great.
But I'm saying, but this is part of the problem with playing against the Saints. They have so many different threats. But these are the adjustments that I want to see. First of all, Adam wasn't playing middle linebacker against the Chargers. And obviously I don't know what their decisions are, but I think he's one of the best middle linebackers in the league. Is he going to be back in the middle? Are we going to see from the Saints getting being a little bit more active, getting EJ the ball offensively? Because he wasn't really making an impact offensively. Defensively, are they going to consistently rush 3, or are they going to say, hey, we already have 2 really strong rushers, let's focus, just get rid of Hash and Fred, take Hazem's, or make D beat, or make one person beat us and kind of pick amongst us. And then from here, I think I think Hazem Tharek's teams are always better later in the season, right? Now D's D's in shape. He kind of understands how the league, and he's kind of clicking a little bit. So I think your guys' offensive game I think is hot right now. But you guys aren't playing against 6 guys. It's really honestly 7.5. These guys rushing their arms are crazy and they knock things down. So I think my pick is going to be the Saints just because you guys already beat them once in the regular season. And I think they're going to be really hungry and angry coming off the loss. I expect Adam to be back in the middle defensively. I expect EJ to be getting the ball offensively a little bit more. And I expect Carbone to be locked in on Hash, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll see. Yeah, I have us winning 14-13.
Oh, okay. I could definitely see that happening. And I guess anytime you play against the Saints, you have guys who can go and jump and get it. D, Hash, Fred especially. Fred is a size mismatch. So
yeah. Fred's big.
Game on the line. Is it going to have to be ball up and then it's Fred against 2 or 3 people,
Someone
he
go
can
get
make
it.
that play,
Yeah,
right?
he
He
can.
can make
He
that
can, yeah.
a play. So that'll be interesting to see.
And Fred right now is probably the healthiest I've ever seen him. He's healthy.
Yeah,
he's looking
great. He's
really
looking
good.
Look
Great
yeah,
shape.
great hips, great dips.
Great
Just
shape
like,
right now. He's
super
probably in his
athletic.
best shape I've ever seen him. So we'll see what happens. Our second game, Thunderbolts, second seed, have chosen the Philadelphia Eagles. They did not
Fireworks
pick
last
the
time.
Packers. They did not pick the Monstars. They wanted the Eagles. And they won their revenge on Ariel and the Eagles, I guess, because they did lose to them earlier in the season. So I guess it's just revenge season right now.
Yeah.
People aren't picking you.
Yeah, right.
They're not picking the Packers. So
for sure. I think both these games are just like, our team's really going to beat them twice. Like, so I'm just going to pick the other team. Like, I'm picking the Saints. I'm picking us, and then I'm picking the Chargers. Yeah, the Thunderbolts. Like, they're really gonna. These teams are very, very talented and angry, clearly. And Chargers coming off just the hot win. So I'm assuming everyone's going to show up, or I guess maybe hopefully the Dolphins show up with 6 and then kind of stop them. But I'm picking the team that lost the first time to win the second time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with the Eagles actually. I'm going with Eagles because we have not seen the Eagles lose a game when they have at least most of their team there.
Yeah, I'm assuming
when Jerry's there, Jamal is there, and now Jimmy is. Yeah. I think Jimmy has tasted DMFL now. I think he won't miss any more weeks now because he got rushing highlights, he got pictures, he got so much love right now. Like he won't miss another game, in my opinion. So we'll see. So we have not seen them lose with their full team. So. Will it be on Sunday? We'll find out. Okay. So I have Eagles actually winning a shootout again. I say it's going to be 27-34.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
crazy game right there. Finale game. They didn't pick who they wanted to play. It was just by design.
Right.
It was just the leftovers. So it's Monstars 2-3 versus the 1-4 Packers.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping Wahad's got a vacation just like he had in week 1. I'm hoping Farhan doesn't show up or whatever he had going on. I think big thing is we have to take Zane seriously. We have to be very disciplined with handling Shuja. Like we can't fall for his pump fake so we can throw to the side. Like we got to be ready for his out and up and stop. Like I mean, if Josh is there, he's a menace. You could say all you want, pull Josh's flag, pull Wahad's flag, but it's one thing saying and then another thing doing. So we know what we have to do and what we have to focus on, but it's like Wahad's been how many ankles have Wahaj collected or wrists has he collected over the years? Just how many flags have him and Josh? So like Josh won the DMFL essentially. Was it 2 years ago or 2 springs ago? Just hips.
Yeah, Josh is no joke. And Zane Hug had a game against you guys too.
3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. He sunned us. Wahaj's son sunned us.
How old is he right?
He's not even pounding his chest or anything. He's just I'll throw a deep crosser, I'll throw a touchdown, I'll you run a curl. So
Zane has that GSOT swagger, that's
he's got a lot of swagger,
suits and briefcases.
I mean, he's coming with the one leg.
He's not. He has some stuff.
I think he's a king drip. I think he's just with older people. But I feel like if you drop him in his peers, he's the one.
He's that dude. He's definitely that dude. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, how many touchdowns does this kid have? We have to our group chat all week is take Zayd Huck. Seriously, this guy is a star. You got to throw him in with Wahaj, Shuja, and Farhan.
Yeah. If Hamza gets juked out, I'm a clown.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna clown Hamza if I see Zane juking him this Sunday.
Gosh.
But all right, that is it. Amazing podcast. First time seeing Harris say it in the building. It's he definitely came prepared with his iPad, his notes, and his football knowledge, man. It was an honor to be sitting next to you and have you on the podcast, man. Any last words for the people?
I was gonna say, thanks for having me. Just appreciate the organization. It's just awesome for any of our leaders out there. Kind of just take on what it takes to deal with everything that it takes to run. But hopefully you enjoyed having me on. I mean, I love studying sports. I love talking about sports. So I hope this can kind of initiate conversation, just amongst hey, would you have called this there? Or hey, what'd you see there? What can I learn from there? Because I think that's what's part of our community is. You can I learned so much from watching every week and watching the studs. So hopefully our juniors can kind of learn from it and just use it as an opportunity to just get better as a football player each week. And just rushers out there, stop knocking down my passes, stop sacking me. Appreciate it.
Sounds good, man. All right, so this weekend we have some big games coming up. We will find out who will get those crucial buys this week, and in 2 weeks is wild card weekend, where it's win or go home. Huge matchup, huge stakes. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Sound like